It was a freezing Pennsylvanian hibernal night. Minus 20 degrees Celsius. Snowing since noon. And I was in my apartment working in my average size HP laptop in a desperate mission to submit the assignment on time. When a pop-up Skype notification broadcast came from a friend sending a link about a group that develop communication skills? What's that? Is this where people take seats in a round setting? Stand, talk, sit, and move on? Does it sound like addiction, stress, or anger management groups that we see in movies? The weather was cold. I was cold and never broke the ice. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, for 12 years in school, I learned everything about developing my knowledge and understanding in various subjects in school. It was all a matter of grasping and rehearsing as much information as possible and as fast as possible in order to get the credits. I get so jealous when a classmate scores higher or show more knowledge than I do. I get shocked if I see that little bullied boy appears at the top of the principal's list. How? At college, it got way more complex, especially when the concepts of average was introduced. Suddenly, all your classmates turned into rivals. You should not give or get help in homework or exams, otherwise the average raises and the grade drops. All of these experiences contributed in making a selfish attitude where the person cares only about personal interest and accomplishments. I must succeed. I should be the first. I. Too many victims of this breeding, watching the success of others was way away from tranquility. Instead, it drives them into enraged anger, frustration, and worst come, a deep feeling of defeat. Are we supposed to feel and interact like that? Should there only be one winner each time? And what happened to the loser? Get eliminated. Fortunately, life is not black and white. And like a painting where colors coexist in making a beautiful picture, so is life. Has abundance of space for everyone to farm and harvest. Flashback into the 1980s. Apple and Microsoft, two promising technological companies emerging at the same time and aiming at the same market. At their early years of clash, Apple could not stand against Microsoft, although it looked more appealing to customers. It went all the way up to terminating their co-founder, and their closed mentality led them nowhere but down the hill. Fortunately, after Steve Jobs was called back to office years later, he pressed the reset button into many of their restrictions, and most importantly, their relation with the classical rival, Microsoft. At that time, and besides their innovative products and ideas, Apple's decision to collaborate with Microsoft was one of the most important revival brokers. They didn't have to override each other in order to survive. Collaboration is the most essential success factor for organizations and societies. This is how humanity evolves and moves. But to me, I was still surrounded with stacks of snow that iced so hard that I was still seeing the ultimate path to victory via individual hard work. But I knew I was missing something. Thanks to our nice weather, when I came back from the States, the ice melted. And I decided to check this group that developed communication skills. I'm sorry, what did they call it? Toastmasters. And there was Toastmaster Muhammad Al-Isa holding a rubber duck, making everyone laugh. I decided to give it another chance. And so Toastmaster Nada Al-Aswad, performing a novel on the stage, hiding behind the podium, appearing from nowhere, and suddenly making all ladies in the room cry. This is the missing piece. Presentation skills. But I wondered how hard they worked to reach into this level. What book did you read, Toastmaster Muhammad? And how many vocabulary words did you study in order to enrich your speeches? I opted to join and watch. Learn from the champions to be one of them. But what I got from this group and this organization was way further than standing before an audience or dancing in the stage. I discovered a family with a common desire to share and help. I started as a hesitant member who could not even repeat a table topic question, but was immediately assisted by fellows and encouraged to move forward. And what's next? George Armando Perez says, a person who only looks to benefit from others usually ends up alone. So I decided to take the lead and give back, starting by taking the Toastmaster of the Day role, General Evaluator, passing through serving as an officer in North Park as a treasurer, VP of Education, and currently a president. These roles really showed the true meaning of mutual collaboration and supportive environment. I believe, and that's my own belief, that celebrating others' accomplishments is equally important to giving yourself a gratitude for yours. And similarly, what feels better is not only being happy for others, but also being a success factor in others' path. To my heroes and mentors, thank you for showing us the way. To my fellows and mentees, thank you for making me part of your success. Back to you.